Within this video, I'll be analysing Gymshark, a fitness and accessories brand based in the UK with customers in 131 countries. Gymshark appeals to the younger consumer demographic with a clear target audience of 18 to 25-year-olds with an interest in fitness, fashion and music. Gymshark has a very customer-focused approach and therefore don't deviate from their customer needs, and everything they do within their business is aimed at their consumer. This customer-centric attitude was very clear in 2015 as they suffered a website crash on Black Friday with customers unable to get their deals. In response to this, Gymshark's founder personally hand-wrote 2,500 apology letters to all those affected by the crash, including discounts for the site, showing their true extent to their customer-centric attitude.
Gymshark's current technological strategy is utilising the social media and influencer market. And as an online-only retailer, technology is hugely important for Gymshark to consider. As a social media-focused brand, Gymshark has always driven interest in its social media platforms, such as Instagram and TikTok, with a following of 5.2 million on Instagram, 2.5 million on TikTok, 289,000 subscribers on YouTube, and over 10 million views on Pinterest each month. Gymshark understands social media engagement differs for different platforms and therefore have adapted their content to the specific needs of the platforms, allowing them to build their huge following and implement fast growth. Social media is an important means of marketing to consider as it increases brand awareness and overall engagement, with over 75% of consumers reporting they go online and research a business before choosing to shop there, therefore showing the overall importance of having a strong online presence. Within social media marketing, influencer marketing is important to consider, with Gymshark successfully utilising this market, which is helped by their fundamental understanding of their target market as they find influencers which directly appeal to their consumer demographic. However, while it's evident their technological strategy is successful as they directly appeal to their consumers, a problem with this strategy is counterfeit, as there are multiple fake accounts, fake sales channels, and people impersonating their brand without their authorisation. Counterfeit is a problem addressed widely by fashion brands as it's considered one of the biggest threats to the industry, as the fake products flood the market, taking away from established brands while reducing the quality of items, therefore damaging a brand's reputation. With counterfeit becoming more than a £350 billion industry in 2019, with the value of imported fake goods worldwide topping £366 billion based on seized data in 2015. Up from $332 billion in 2013, representing 2.5% of world trade. With the EU alone losing approximately £20 billion of annual revenue from counterfeit, equivalent to nearly 10% of total sales, with imports of counterfeit worth nearly £500 billion a year globally, suggestive of the vast problem within the fake fashion industry and the detrimental effects of counterfeit for fashion brands globally. It is evident Gymshark hugely struggle with this problem, as on their website they have a whole page dedicated to fake accounts and fake websites, detailing what to look for on their social media pages, examples of fake accounts and a list of all their registered accounts, with many customers complaining about being scammed. Because of this problem, they also created an advert posted to Facebook in order to raise awareness for their consumers, detailing what to look for and examples of fake accounts. My proposed technology is 3D printing and customisation, in particular reference to a 3D printing machine created by Unmade, a company offering customisation to brands, enabling them to connect demand directly to product and production. Unmade's system focuses on design services, photographic mapping, e-commerce integration, order management, and manufacturing integration. With this technology allowing their partners to take customised designs straight to production for the same unit cost as mass production. Unmade state that today clothes are designed for the average customer. Fashion is about expressing your individuality through the clothes that you wear, but current industrial manufacturing fails to account for this, therefore stressing the desire for 3D printing in order to allow customisation. Being able to customise your own garments makes your own products meaningful, and it's about becoming part of a process and intertwining your own taste and making your products your own. 3D printing and customisation are important as a digital innovation for Gen Z brands like Gymshark, as McKinsey estimates that personalisation will be the main trigger for retail success in the next 5 years. predicting that companies that don't implement customization will lose significant revenue, with research suggesting that more than 50% of consumers would want customized products, and 1 in 5 consumers would pay up to a 20% premium for personalized products, therefore stressing the vast importance of implementing this within their business. Customization is important for Gymshark to consider, as McKinsey states that the 4 core Gen Z behaviours are anchored to one element: their search for truth, as the survey revealed Gen Z's value individual expression, with Gen Z alone accounting for 40% of global consumers by 2020, but more importantly with 50% of their consumer demographic wanting personalised products, therefore stressing the importance of customization for brands with a Gen Z consumer segment. This importance is further suggested by Kati Chitrakorn, retail and marketing editor at Vogue Business, as she explains, for today's kids, fashion is less about fitting in and more about making choices that reflect their own identity, suggesting Gen Z's desire to be completely unique. 3D printing and customization are good technologies to implement, as in today's market, consumer ideologies have changed from mass-produced clothes towards more personalised items, with this growing personalised desire making manufacturers move away from mass manufacturing towards mass customization, therefore important for brands to consider to correctly appeal to their consumers, but also to act sustainably, as in today's society, fast fashion and mass production are a problem. However, 3D printing and customization act positively for this problem. Acting sustainably is a factor appealing to the Gen Z consumers, with 9 in 10 Gen Z consumers believing companies have a responsibility to address social and environmental issues, with 39% finding sustainability important while purchasing items.
However, while Gen Z focus on and care about sustainability, their choices are clearly not decided by this factor, as this consumer demographic still shop at fast fashion brands. For example, Pretty Little Thing, Boohoo and Nasty Gal. This is hugely down to influencers, as they completely accelerated fast fashion, with 49% of consumers dependent on influencer recommendations and 40% basing their purchasing decisions on influencer posts. However, it is also important to consider that Gen Z consumers want lots of outfits for a cheap price, which directly resonate with social media. As Gen Z expert explains, the Gen Z demographic are not only constant consumers of social media, but the curators of their own feed, dubbed the most photographed generation in history, suggesting their shopping decisions are not completely dependent on sustainability, and it creates the idea that there are 2 sets of people and consumers. As a Gen Z consumer myself, I can resonate with this. While I understand fast fashion is a major problem and sustainability needs to be addressed, the constant social media pressure and fast-changing trends make it very difficult to uphold a full sustainable focus.
Acting sustainably could be supported by implementing 3D printing and customization technology, as it leads to decreased waste and therefore less fast fashion and mass waste, as well as avoiding overproduction and stock. 3D printing could also possibly completely eliminate the negative environmental aspects of the fashion industry. Shockingly, in 2017, 11.1 million tonnes of textiles were thrown into landfill, and on average, textiles take over 200 years to break down, while also emitting methane while doing so, showing the importance of implementing this technology within their business. However, while 3D printing decreases waste and eliminates elements of fast fashion, Gymshark needs to ensure their products are sustainable. You would presume they are committed to sustainability, as they believe sustainability is not a cultural trend, a political sentiment, or another box to tick, it's a duty. However, while Gymshark uses recycled packaging and complies with the REACH restricted substance list to minimise chemicals, the majority of their materials are not eco-friendly, and there is no evidence that they minimise textile waste, suggesting that Gymshark is not a completely sustainable brand. So, while implementing sustainable technology would be great for the brand, they would need to increase their usage of sustainable materials to be considered completely sustainable. The idea of 3D printing and customization would be positively supported by blockchain, a technology which establishes a digital record of transactions to ensure absolute authenticity, as with counterfeit you lose blockchain and therefore it could be used to test the garments.
Overall, implementing 3D technology and customization would be beneficial for Gymshark's counterfeit problem with their current technological strategy, as customized products are completely unique and therefore eliminate the potential for counterfeit, as people can no longer replicate the products as they are completely individualized. It would also allow them to become more sustainable as a brand and comply with their sustainable needs, but more importantly, directly appeal to their consumer demographic and the growing interest with personalized products.